Ceremony is one of my very favorite activities because ceremony can be really used to open up that channel to the divine and then to focus your attention. So whether you're using a ceremony to let something go or you're using a ceremony to call a new energy in, it's such a powerful practice because it lets us go beyond our mind and it lets us drop into our heart and our soul. And I find that when I do ceremony, not only do I feel more in tune and in sync with myself, I feel very grounded and open and expansive, but also if I'm including other people in that ceremony, that I'm able to invite them and welcome them into this really sacred space where all sorts of surprises and miracles and ahas and insights happen. Yesterday I did a ceremony with a friend of mine, and he was coming out of a relationship, and I could feel that tenderness around his heart. And it felt like such a perfect time to do a ceremony because there needed to be that marking and that transition. I'm saying, yes, this relationship has ended. Thank you so much for all the gifts that you have given me. And also, I'm returning to you anything that didn't belong to me. And so there was this beautiful healing and clearing that happened. And to me, that's the power of ceremony, is that you're able to get outside of your mind. You're able to get outside of what you think you should be doing or how you think you should be feeling or what this situation calls for. And you really get to drop into that deeper wisdom. And I often find that when I'm doing a ceremony for myself or others, that deep emotion comes through, or deep insights come through, or something energetically feels like it shifts and rearranges inside of myself or inside of the group or the person. And so oftentimes in our life, I think we intellectually understand why we're feeling the way we're feeling. We can point to something that happened in our childhood or something that recently happened in our life. And ceremony opens up the doorway to accessing that kind of deeper energy. You can connect into source. You can tap into what's really true for you. You can energetically shift where you're putting your attention and what kind of energy is actually running through your body. And that's when I see that the transformation often happens. So even though I may have a conversation with someone and they're nodding their head and having ahas, that when they feel it in their bones in the middle of a ceremony, that's when it feels like they sync up body, mind, and spirit, and that their soul actually grows and evolves in that moment. And so there's obviously lots of different types of ceremonies. There's ceremonies you can do for releasing. There's ceremonies you can do for cleansing. There's ceremonies that mark transitions, coming of age ceremonies or wedding ceremonies or funerals. And so it's really just about getting clear on what's the purpose of the ceremony and what kind of transformation, what kind of shift, what kind of awareness, what kind of energy do you now want to put out there in the world. And ceremony can be a really beautiful and powerful tool to do that.